class. Hope all is well at your end. Children, today we are going to continue with our previous topic and with some new features. So let's begin our class. So children, let's continue our unit 5, that is email messaging. That's all about calendar. So last time we discussed about what the calendar is and what is the purpose of actually a calendar, and that you can use in your mobile phones, you can use on your laptops, and there are different versions on which a calendar is working. So right now I have Windows 10 in which I'm going to show you a little bit of how the calendar works. Now children, this is a calendar. I showed you how to open the calendar last time. So this is the calendar, and it is very easy to work with a calendar. This is the first thing that you see on a calendar, and you have, it's given here today because today is Monday and it is by default here, it's highlighted. And today, then you have day, you have to select a day. You can go first day, second day, third day, fourth day, whatever day that you want to select, and you can schedule your appointments according to that. And if you have to schedule your appointments according to the week, then you will go here to the week. Similarly for the month and year. So children, this is how you can go and schedule your appointments. And for this you can see one search box here. This is once you schedule your appointments here. Then afterwards, if you are not able to locate where my appointment is, maybe by name you know the appointment but you don't know exactly when you have fixed that appointment, so you can go for the search here. Now this is a month of November, and if you want you can move up and down, and you supposing this is up, you can go back to the previous month, and similarly you can go for the next month. See, this is October. Similarly you can and October 26 is highlighted because it's 26 today, and similarly you can move on to the next months also. Now next is how to schedule an appointment. See, one thing is wherever you want to schedule an appointment, suppose today you have to fix up an appointment and today is 26th and it is Monday, you will click here and simply you can just get this dialog box, and here you can mention the event name that you have and from which time, what time to the timing you have to mention here, then location you can mention here, and there is one important option that you have here, remind me. So here you can click, do you want to be reminded maybe 1 day before, 1 week before, 1 hour before, 30 minutes before, 15 minutes before. So this is how the calendar is to be set. So once you set it, you don't have to do anything. The reminders will go automatically to whomsoever you have to meet, for whom you have scheduled the appointments. Then you can save it also, and it is for all days also, or you can just deselect it so that it is not just maybe it is for 1 day, so you can select that also. So this is how you can schedule your days. Here one more option we have, and this is again, when you click here, this is again, you can go for the new event. If you have to create, you can go and use your date and set your appointments, schedule it. Now coming to the next is your settings. You can go for the settings also. Here you'll find out different options. You can manage your accounts. Maybe there is one account you have, and you can add different accounts of the different people and add them in your here in settings. You can keep them here. Similarly, you have this option. You can personalize your calendar. You can change the background color. Whatever the thing you want to do, you can change the theme of your calendar by choosing any of the color. So you can see the theme, the color is changed. So these are the options that you can do with your calendar, and there are different themes, wonderful themes that you can change for your calendar. Similarly, going back, next we have calendar settings, and calendar settings is a wonderful option. Yes, for those people who do not work for the whole week, they may work for maybe Monday, Tuesday, or maybe alternate days, because in some companies, some MNCs, they have a work culture that is different. They work, maybe they start their day at 11 and then it is just 6 hours they have to give to the organization. So whatever the time they start, that is up to them. So according to them, they can schedule. And maybe some organizations, they just work for maybe 4 days, 5 days. So it depends upon that, and according to that they can just define the days here, days in work week. Similarly, working hours, how many working hours they have, 5, 6, 4, whatever. So they can mention here also, and according to that they can schedule their appointments. Wonderful option in a calendar. Then weather settings. Yes, if you want that weather forecast, you should get in your calendars also, every day. So you can set this weather settings also, so that you get weather forecast daily. Now there are so many other options that are used in a calendar. So if you want, you can try options, and then exactly you will come to know what happens with those options. Now this is how we can work with the calendar. Like I showed you just now, that we can give the colors to our calendar. Even we can categorize our calendar also. So one more important thing is that in calendars, what we can do is we can go for the recurring appointments. Recurring appointments are the appointments which occur maybe more than once, daily or weekly or monthly. So recurring appointments can be created by going to the calendar, then you can go to the new recurring appointments, and then you can go for the recurrence option. Then you will find out the recurring appointments. Now coming to the next, what we have is categorizing appointments. A wonderful thing that we can do in calendar. Children, we can categorize how. It is always better actually to categorize an appointment for its quick and easy retrieval. Like if I have some personal appointments, if I have some official appointments, so I can just do one thing. I can use one color for my personal appointments. I can use different color for maybe official appointments, so that it is very, very easy for me to find out in a calendar that these are my personal and these are my official appointments. Then similarly, yes, wonderful option once again it is, that is sharing a calendar. Yes, you can share a calendar with anyone by using email ID of those people. You need to have the email IDs of the receivers. Maybe I have an appointment, create an event maybe on 26th of November. So you have this, once you create it, and then you have option here, more details also. So once you go to more details, see, it will show you clearly what you have, all these options. Once you go for the meetings and all that, so you have, best thing in this is that you can create an online meeting also. The moment that you want a meeting now, you can create an online meeting also, and then you can just do one thing, you can go here and invite people, those who you want to invite for this meeting. So here you can just give the email IDs of the people and invite them. So this is how you can share your calendar instantly online, or if not, then once you schedule your appointment, you can share your calendar also with the people whom you want to. Actually, sharing it is not restricted to your offices or colleagues, but you can share it with anyone so that they know about your availability also. So both the sender and the receiver get an advantage to collaborate with each other and keep track of latest updates. So you can share by different means. You can share it with by using email or by publishing calendar online. So these are the few options that you can try if you don't know about the calendar. So you can try it on your mobile phones also, or you can try it directly on your computers. Thank you, Shenstars. That's all for today. Hope you understood the topic very well. If you have any doubts, you can drop your queries in the Google Classroom. Take care of yourself and God bless you all.